Yes, my apologies for being late. I just finished watching the episodes and I'm officially caught up. I'm officially caught up with General Hospital. Just 1 second. Kind of had a sad day today. Let me see. This is not what I was looking to do. Okay. All right, there we go. Well, good evening. Happy Friday night to you and yours. I'm I'm in my room in my bed because Layla's got the living room, so I'm gonna let her have it. But I'll just wait a few moments if anyone else wants to join before we really get into it. Real quick, I'm just gonna grab my glass because I have my favorite bottle of wine while until I find another one. But I'll just let folks get into here because sometimes I don't do live streams and I've scheduled it, so I'm here. But hi, good evening, everyone. I okay. But thank you all so much for joining me on tonight's live stream. I hope you all have had a great week and that you're enjoying your Friday evening, regardless of what you may be getting into. Layla's chilling in the living room. And yeah, for me, I'm not going to say it was a bad day. I feel like every day is a great day. That I'm alive, that I'm breathing, just emotionally. Uh, I could cry right now, and I'm trying not to. But I'm just happy that I made it and that I'm here to talk with y'all. Hey, hey. I'm all right. Today wasn't the best day. Oof. But I hope you had a good day. Excuse me, I'm gonna go get some tissue. I wasn't expecting to cry. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. So then you tell me. Layla, you don't have any pants on. Put some crazy lady. No! It's not a live stream. I don't need people seeing you without your pants. No showing of the non-pants, lady. All right. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about the show. Let's talk about the show. So, first of all, I just want to talk about the waters of Port Charles and how dangerous they are, apparently, because Dex was on the docks with Sunny. They were on there because they were waiting to meet with Selena Wu to see if they had any information about about who took the hit out on Sunny so they could find the identity of the guy, right? And Selena comes through with the bag from the guy that he left at the hotel. So anyhow they're like, okay, I guess this is a lead for them, whatever's in the bag, I'm sure. And Dex, as they're leaving, sees that there's a body in the water. Now he takes off his shoes, but his shirt is on. So like it looks like he went down into the water to get the deputy mayor. But the water in Port Charles is so dangerous that his shirt disintegrated. His shirt disintegrated off of his body. At least that's what I believe. Hi. At least that's what I believe. That his shirt disintegrated off of his body. Hey Freddie, how are you? That's at least what I think happened. That must have disintegrated. But that was hilarious. I saw a lot of hey Cassandra. I saw a lot of people comment saying that that obviously it must be in his contract that he has to you said the water's sketchy. I guess someone said it must be in their contract that they have to take their shirts off like a certain amount of episodes within their contract. So, oh yeah, we're gonna put that on for your birthday, for your party tomorrow.
Right here? It's right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are gonna put this on tomorrow before your party starts. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But you're definitely gonna put it on. Layla got this. We're having a little birthday party for her tomorrow, so she wants to get this on her face, and she will. We absolutely will. Can't wait to see you in it.
Okay. Trick or
I love her. Um, but yeah, so the deputy did not survive the fall into the river. Too bad she couldn't have been as lucky as Esme, who survived a fall while pregnant and came out of it and still gave birth. Like, what are the odds? They said that the deputy even had broken bones. Her spine was broken. Like, ooh, girl. How did Esme survive that fall while pregnant and you didn't? You got thrown over by the wrong Cassadine. Had Nicholas been the one to do that, girl, you would have survived. Hey, Deborah. Oh, you're going to miss them? I just had a feeling that they were going to dispose of her. And I think I said this the other day. She pretty much walked into that. She was too like, she just walked into all of that. I would have told them, no, no, no. I'd rather be in prison and alive than deal with y'all. Like, pretty much. I don't know. Sunny survived Carly, got shot in the head, and she died from that. Mm-hmm. She sure did. She died from that. At this point, if Lucy gets kidnapped again, I'd be happy. Maxie looked like she wanted to ring. Mm-hmm. But so they found the deputy mayor. Rest in peace to you. It was nice while it lasted. I'm not surprised. Laura looked petrified when she heard about the deputy mayor. I guess she has a right to be concerned, but I was just kind of shocked at like her little breakdown in front of Sunny, like I got to handle this, but Valentina and Nana should know. I guess from a standpoint of like us fans, we know that the veterans aren't going to die, like the ones who have been on the show for as long as they have, like at least we're like they're not going to die. So girl, what are you tripping about? But if I was Laura and the deputy mayor washed up on shore or whatever was pulled onto the pier, I guess I would be like, but I was just kind of like, Laura, I was like, girl, get it together. Like, what are you having a mental breakdown right now? Like, what's going on? Jordan, I'm very proud of Jordan for being healthy with her skepticism at Sunny. Like she was like, so her body just happened to just float up. Like, come on, Sunny. There'd be bodies all around you. You got yet another body in your presence. And like, and I thought she was gonna go further and be like, okay, so who pulled her out of the water because you are dry, sir? You are not wet at all. Who pulled her body out of the water? Who did it? Like, was the body just laying here while you were on your walk? Like, who did that? Because your suit is dry. So, man. Anyway, I appreciate her healthy skepticism or her questions. Elaine was dead when walking when she got involved with Victor. Yeah. He was going to kill her in the end. Ennis should have known better than to get Lucy involved. Mm-hmm. So, speaking of Lucy, let's go ahead and segue into that. She is a she's a mess. You said no one cares about Laura's tears. No one cares about Jordan questioning them. uh, Lucy is Lucy. You said that's not his MO. Maybe Sonny called the cops. I don't know. I don't know because he really could have just left the body laying on the pier or just pushed her back into the water. Be like, well, this is not my problem. I don't know why. Excuse me, this is my third glass of half a glass of wine, so I'm there, honey. She's an urchin. Sorry. Goodness, I'm going through all the emotions today, honey. I was about to cry and now I'm laughing. Whew, goodness. I appreciate you all for being here with me tonight. I really needed I know a lot of people, some people hit me up and be like, oh, we need a GH live. But I hope you know that I need them too. So thank you for joining me on tonight's live stream. If I haven't said that already, I do appreciate having this community of people to share my favorite soap with. Because in times like these, it really matters. Just remember, you never know what people are going through. I know I've shared some stuff, but I don't share all of it. So thank you for being here with me tonight. God bless you. Now, Lucy Coe. Girl, first of all, what? Okay, I understand she is who she is, and I did feel her speech when she was talking to Maxie, and I'm glad that she had that moment to express what the nurses' ball had. You said she slipped this long. I'm glad she had that moment to express why clearly the nurses' ball makes her so crazy because it has added to her life. It has made her feel important. She, through her, and she has managed to bring everyone together, even though a lot of people write her off. So it was very good to hear that. However, lady, like it is, yes, you don't want to be alive for the nurses' ball. Like, honey, no party is worth losing your life or the lives of others. And that's where I can't get with Lucy. What she's involved in is a life or death situation. And because she's left the comfort of the safe house and the safety of the safe house, it's brought other people in and put the plan in danger. So I can't get behind her on that because it's like, girl, there's no party that's worth that. And then you have people who have seen the nurses' ball. I could understand it maybe if it was some random person that didn't know the history. She's not going anywhere. Risk her lives and everyone else. Yeah, girl, the nurses' ball isn't in the hands of a stranger. Maxie grew up in it. I remember when Maxie was a little girl attending the nurses' ball with Felicia. You know what I'm saying? So Maxie has been around to take all of that in and understand the importance of it. So especially since you and Maxie work together in business. So I really feel like all of these feelings are unwarranted, and it has a lot more to do with what's going on with Lucy than it has to do with anyone else. She knows, especially as somebody who has ran the nurses' ball for years, that things go wrong. How many times have we seen Lucy having to put out fires for the nurses' ball and she's come through and she's done it? So she shouldn't, if anything, she should be feeding Maxie confidence and saying, you got this. If you need anything, I believe in you. I'm proud of you. She should be amping Maxie up. But she's sitting there on the couch talking about, oh, the nurses' ball is going to be a disaster and all this other stuff. I don't know if it's for comedic relief, but to me, it just shows a lack of growth on Lucy's part. And I'm not here for it. I'm really not here for it, honey. No. If anything, you should be feeding that positivity. Girl, ugh, you know? Yeah, she needs to chill. Maxie knows how important it is. It's not in the hands of a stranger or someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Maxie can put on an event now. And anyway, one day Lucy will die. Like, what better hands for the nurses ball to be in than the hands of Maxie Jones? Maxie Jones is the product of legacy characters. She's on her way to being a legacy character. Do you see Maxie as a legacy character, or do you need her to put in another decade before you give her that status? At what point do you mark a character as a legacy? You know what I'm saying? So, but she's on her way to being a legacy character. What better hands for the nurses ball to be in? Allow her to grow into that. And Lucy is not allowing her. Well, maybe this is a way for Maxie to grow into that. You know what I'm saying? But Lucy, yeah, Lucy need to chill. Anyhow, she was there from the beginning. Hmm. So, so you don't feel confident in Maxie's handle? I'm not mad at that because this is her first time doing it. Lucy didn't know everything when she was planning her first nurses ball either. She was the first one to ever do it. So I didn't expect Maxie to know everything out of the gate. This is supposed to be a learning experience, a learning curve. But I appreciate the fact that she stepped up and said, "Hey, we need to have a nurses ball. I know Lucy isn't here, but let's keep it going." I appreciate Maxie's initiative on that. Yeah. Oh Lord. Okay, so let's move on from the nurses ball part of Lucy's story. So the guy that came up to Maxie that she had Felicia take to some part of the hotel, he was actually a spy for Victor and let Victor know that Lucy was in the hotel. So Lucy, your disguises don't work very well at all. This one was worse than the first one because honey, all you did was put on a coat and some sunglasses. You didn't even try this time at all. And I don't, and they said that she went away in a car. I'm guessing that Victor will be able to track this car. I am concerned about Victor's plan because I'm not clear on what it is. He was talking to, was that Ola? Yeah, she's just been around, not in the planning process. However, unless she tries to go through the process, she's never going to learn it. You know what I mean? Especially since she did believe at the time that Lucy was dead. You have to think about it. Lucy didn't teach anyone how to put on the nurse's ball while she was alive. You know what I mean? So, how else is anyone going to know how to do it unless they try? You know, Lucy isn't even letting her try. And I mean, and the only thing I'll say is that Lucy isn't being supportive of Maxie in a nice positive way. She's not, at least Lucy hasn't said that you can't do it without me. She's just like, I need to be a part of it. I don't know. Sparks for using an old man to look frail. You're sick of Victor? Who thinks that Victor should die, or do you appreciate Victor's presence on the show and you want to see him live? I love seeing Maxwell Sheffield, honey. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He don't get on my nerves that much. I love Maxwell Sheffield. That's all I see when I see him. Knows they are alive, just like Josh telling Trina she can't. But Sunny already knows. She couldn't even tell that her baby daddy with a stone cold nutcase. But we need villains to stir things up. I just wonder what his plan is because he was telling his henchmen that he has to pretty much lie to Spencer in order for his plan to be successful. And I'm like, wait a second, what is your plan? What are you talking about? Oh, you said Sissy can't get it up. Good Lord. But I do wonder what his overall plan is and how this affects Spencer and Ace. Drew was no help at all. No help. No help. No help. Freddie, talk about it. He has been no help. What? But we knew this. I didn't doubt at all that he would be no help. The nanny theme song, yes, I love me some Maxwell Sheffield, honey. So look, I don't mind him staying around. But okay, let's move on to Spencer. And yes, Drew was no help. And I'm glad Carly ain't over there because Carly would be no help either. But one second. Cheers to life. Now, Spencer, I'm gonna need you to shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Because you were far more tolerable when you were stripped of your money and forced to work at Kelly's. And it seemed as though he started to grow as a character when that happened to him. But now, instead of him continuing that growth or standing in the growth that he's achieved, and I get it, Esme did a number on him. But it seems as though Esme is the one who is growing up and he isn't. And I don't know how to handle that because, like I said, I get it. Esme played the hell out of him and she did some things. And it's not easy for people to flip the switch. They're going to need more time. But he got me rooting for Esme. He really do. Because she's in there making sense. And it's just hard for me because I know both sides. But those scenes were really challenging to get through with him. And she's worried about the baby, and I'm like, okay, girl, I know, I get it. Your baby need to be seen. You need a doctor to take a look at him, and I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. She even stepped up and said she needs to get a job because she wants to support her son. So she's not even looking at him as a financial meal ticket. She's not even looking at him like that. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So you like, I want to be able to do this because I can't lean on y'all. And you right, honey. You smart as hell. Don't you lean on other people when it comes to your kids. Don't you do it. I'm proud of her for that. I'm like, okay, Esme, woot woot. And Spencer in there being negative as hell. That baby is big. That baby. What is he, a 1-year-old? On the verge of 2? That's what he looked like. I ain't even gonna front. But girl, Spencer ain't helpful at all. He cute though. He's so cute. I rolled my eyes when Ava said he looked like his daddy. I said, you a damn lie. I'm sorry, but Nicholas was looking Mediterranean as hell. I know he wasn't, but I'm just saying he was looking Mediterranean. That baby looks like Esme. What you mean he looks like his father? You were just being petty, Ava. That baby don't look like Nicholas. Yes, Spencer is annoying. Oh my goodness, need to tell her about her inheritance. She got an inheritance? Esme has an inheritance, honey? Look, I'm rooting for Esme. I'm not even in front with you. I'm rooting for her because she's speaking in a way that I could understand. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to take care of her kid right now. And she's really, from what we've seen, she's being sincere about it. Oh, until she's 25? Okay. Well, in the meantime, girl, you got to work. Otherwise, you're going to be leaning on Spencer paying all your medical bills. Yes. You said, I can't believe I'm saying this. Spencer had no right to criticize her about getting a job, considering when he first got that job at Kelly's, he was acting like he better than everybody else. Spencer had the nerve to laugh at Esme because she says she's going to get a job to provide for her child. Yes, I'll never root for Esme. No, she's okay. That baby is cute, but he looks like he's 10 months old. I'm rooting for Esme. I'm not even going to front. I am. I could just, just as a parent, especially the way that Spencer was like, you getting a job. especially when I know your first job was such and such. Boy, shut up. Shut up. My God, shut up. I need your ass to go back to a minimum wage. I really do. So you can shut up. Absolutely. Absolutely, he has reasons to not to trust her and everything like that. But I just need him to look at the long game here, okay? He's still a young man. So I can have patience for that. He's a young man who still has to grow into his maturity. What he needs to understand is that he don't need to kiss Esme's ass. Absolutely no. But some things you keep to yourself. And if you truly want to put your brother first, sometimes you need to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, let it out. Don't pretend. What I do appreciate about Spencer is that he doesn't pretend and put on a show. He's letting her know, I don't trust you. I don't trust you with my baby had a linebacker, a lady sumo. So I can appreciate Spencer's honesty. I will say that. He got me there. He's not gonna pretend for anybody. So we just find Esme is the same with or without her memory. Why is she so consumed with Spencer? I need Spencer and Trina to team up again to put her out. Oh, so let's segue to Trina, because Trina and Jocelyn, they had a very good conversation, and this was a concern that I had. So they were practicing for the nurses' ball. Maxie came in being all crazy, and Trina and her actually was able to sit down, and Trina said that she needs to take things slow. I'm so glad that she was honest that she wants to be with Spencer, but now that Spencer is living together, with Esme as some kind of family, did anyone get the vibe as they were sitting there with the child, concerned about the child, that Spencer and Esme could end up together? I'm not saying that it will happen, but there's always the possibility of everything. You know what I mean? So I I'm just happy that Trina is not going in blind, that she's not going in blind, that she's looking at everything, and that she's like, I need to take things slow, because that's absolutely.
Mommy, it's really messy.
Layla, what are you doing? What, honey? Why did you? You couldn't wait for me? Well, Layla wanted a Oreo birthday cake, and I asked her to wait for me, and now it's all smushed. Layla, it's even dripping out of the sides, honey.
Mommy, look.
Layla, put that down. I told you will wear it tomorrow.
You can wear it tomorrow after school.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, now just give me one moment. I will be right back. Layla, I don't even think the candles are going to go in this cake because it's too thawed out. I was trying to freeze it, honey. All right, excuse me, honey.
Ow.
I'm sorry. Your cake has melted. Okay, so my apologies, everyone. I'm sorry. Layla's. Well, Layla has two birthday cakes, but she wanted a Oreo ice cream cake, and I pulled it out the freezer because she wanted to, like have it, and I was like, and she messed with it, and now it thawed out quicker than I expected. It's all smushed, so I put it back in the freezer. I put it back in the freezer. So anyhow, um, what was I on? I am proud of Trina. That's what I was saying. I am proud of Trina for having standards, setting boundaries, and knowing that she needs to take things slow with Spencer, even though she wants to be with him. I'm just concerned personally because I don't want her to
Mommy,
be.
you got 5 minutes to eat the cake and blow out the candles is 6 birthday candles. I
Okay.
gotta blow it out.
All right. Will you tell me when it's time?
Yeah. You
Okay.
got 5 minutes.
Okay. 5 minutes. 5 minutes for birthday cake. You are not the father. Well, it could be. But I do appreciate that she's being smart because she don't need to be anybody's doormat. And my concern is that Spencer is so consumed by Esme and protecting his baby brother that he is not going to be his attention is not going to be on Trina where it needs to be. Then that she's not going to get the best of him that she deserves. You know what I mean? And no, I just feel like she needs somebody who doesn't have that extra baggage that can fully focus and make her a priority in their relationship. I don't want her getting no sloppy seconds or like, oh, after Ace and Esme, then I can give you what I can give you. And then can't I'm sorry, Spencer has already shown that he will put that whole situation above anything else. That's all he was talking about when Cameron was saying, "Hey, I'm leaving town." Even during Cameron's little public going away party, "Hey, Esme and everything like that." And it's like, bro, like, please, you're not the only one who got things going on in your life. Like, come on now. So I just don't feel like if Trina is going through something that Spencer can give his full and undivided attention because again, it comes back to Esme and now he's trying to protect the brother and Trina is going to she's not going to. Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you, Sharon. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes, yes. Oh, you think so? Alleged baby brother. Yes. Yes, they'll pop up with a DNA test and make Spencer the baby's father. And I definitely don't want Trina caught up in something like that. She deserves to have somebody that belongs just to her. And I don't even like Rory. Well, I mean, aren't we supposed to be emotional about a soap opera? If we wasn't, then I don't think we'd be here. I got enough emotion to do a live stream. But I understand what you're saying.
Hey!
Oh, thank you. Freddie said happy
What? Mommy, what did you say?
birthday. Freddie said happy birthday, Layla. I'm trying to remove this. How do you do that? Okay, cool. There we go. One baby, 15 different daddies. Uh, so, so anyway, Trina and Jocelyn, they were continuing to talk, and that's when Trina decided to bring up the fact that Jocelyn should start dating again. And I was, like I said, there was a time where I wasn't watching the episodes, and I did, and I was like, oh man, Trina doesn't know, and I was like, yeah, Trina doesn't know. But Trina figured it out through that flashback when she and Spencer were talking, and Jocelyn's like, oh, I can't tell you, but when I can, I definitely will. I was just kind of surprised that she didn't tell Trina because Carly knows, Michael knows, and Trina, her best friend, but I guess she's trying to keep it under wraps. But I was kind of surprised she didn't want to tell her best friend. Okay, Trina needs to spice her life up and get her some entanglements going on because right now she's boring. Yeah, absolutely. I would be here for some entanglements, honey, okay? Heck yeah. Hi, Judy. Excuse me, I thought I felt something in my nose. But yes, I would be here for Trina having an entanglement that would treat her proper, okay, where she is the queen, the boss of it. You feel me? Not sitting here waiting around like, oh, so is Spencer gonna give me the attention I deserve or not? No, she's a queen, okay? She deserves all of it. All of it. Thank you, Cassandra. Cassandra said happy birthday, Layla.
Huh?
She said happy birthday. You see? Happy birthday, Layla.
Birthday, Layla.
Yeah.
Elsa. Ew.
What is that? Is that from the cake, honey?
Yeah.
Is it time for the cake or no?
It's time for the cake.
It's time for the cake.
Yeah.
You think it's done melting all over the place?
Mommy, look.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Cassandra said that. Monique said happy birthday too. I'm gonna try and let the cake sit in the freezer for as long as I can. Trina had a wonderful guy in Rory, but threw him aside. Well, you ain't lying. he was on the up and up, wasn't he? But I don't even think I was that into Rory. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I was that into Rory. Molly and TJ boring. But anyway, Trina put it together that she was talking about Dex. Okay, she was like, "Girl, please, bye." Please, if I put that together, then I'm not the only one. And somebody said it earlier. Oh, Deshan said happy birthday, Layla. It says happy birthday.
Ah! Again?
Yeah. Yes,
What?
again.
Oh no!
But so yeah, girl, if Trina put it together, girl, you ain't safe. You ain't safe. Um, we had Anna and Valentine. So I was low key laughing because
Ice.
Anna and Valentine, they were spooked, so they decided to pull out their guns. And Valentine, I could understand he was at a distance, like knelt down on the side of the couch. But Anna, she decided to open the door with her gun. Girl, you didn't even look to see who was at the door. Jeez, look, just damn it, just look to see who's at the door. But then again, you the spy, so I'll let you do your thing. But I was like, dang, you didn't even look to see who was at the door. Why don't y'all have security cameras at that place? There should be security cameras all around that area, okay? I'm gonna need y'all to get hit and get some security cameras.
Begin.
So anyway, I believe it was Drew at the door, and all Drew has been is a messenger thus far, letting them know that Victor took off, and that Aline, whatever the hell her name is, she didn't leave on her own. I thought the story about her having a dog that she cared about really made sense because just dogs are like people's children, in a lot of instances. You're not going to leave them behind just all alone. So that was a good point. And it was nice that they let us know that the Q's is taking care of her dog. Anna and Valentina are sad at this point. What makes you say that? So, and yeah, I guess they stopped thinking about they stopped thinking about Lucy. My question My question is, how does Lucy keep getting up? Like, how are you ordering these rides, and like what identity are you using to get like these drivers? I'm assuming you're using like a ride share type thing in Port Charles. Like, I mean, how are you doing that with it? Just how are you getting around, ma'am? I mean, just a regular taxi or something? But they said that she left in a high end vehicle. So Lucy got resources, okay? She's still accessing her money. I guess all you got to do is check her banking accounts because, I mean, money must still be moving because where else is she getting the money to have transportation like this at will? You know what I mean? So, like, yeah. Like, girl, you got to be using your own bank accounts. I couldn't believe they didn't have Lucy watch the ball in the living room. She loves going rogue. Oh yeah, maybe the hotel. Maybe you could walk through the woods to the hotel. Maybe it's not that far. Using her Uber account, sis better sit. Yeah, she has to be using her own bank account. What other money are you using? That's really all Victor got to do is hire a private investigator and track Lucy through her bank account usage. You'll find them easily, or tap into whatever cell phone she's using. Deception's bank account. That's a good idea. Oh, she charged it to. Okay, so that's smart. That's smart, but that's okay. That's smarter than using her own account. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, girl, you might as well be out in the open. Like, if it was me, if I was Lucy and I found out that the whole cover has been blown and Victor knows everything, I'd just be like, oh, so he knows we're all alive. Then I'm going to the nurses' ball. Be like, all right, fine. There's no need to pretend. I mean, I'm just gonna go to the nurses' ball. Just girl, just go, just stay. She don't know yet, but if it was me and I was Lucy and I just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go. You said how she keeps sneaking out without them knowing she's gone. Because they're so preoccupied. They were so preoccupied in the living room with Drew. Nobody even thought to question where Lucy was. No one thought about it. So that's how. It was too many distractions going on in the front room with them wondering what happened to Eileen. It could be, unless she says it was a company expense. Since she is an owner of the company, she could say, hey, she could work that. You know what I'm saying? To her advantage. So I don't think Lucy's going to get in trouble for that. Good night, Monique. I don't think Lucy's going to get in trouble for that. So we did have some time between Ava and Esme. There was some interesting female interactions going on. The first catty one I want to mention is Esme and Ava. Ava is in the same place that Spencer is in, where she's like, yeah, you may be a different person now, but you still did what you did, and I believe that person is still inside you. I don't blame Ava for that at all. I'm here for it. At least she put her on notice. Like, the moment she returns, I will recognize her and I will finish what she started. Because Esme purposely infiltrated her home and her marriage on behalf of Ryan Chamberlain. That's really huge. So so like Ava with Spencer, the two of them have hard experiences when it comes to Esme. So even though Spencer is getting on my nerves, they have an absolute, I want to say that I recognize they have an absolute right to be inspecting this woman and not just taking her word for it, because she has been manipulative before. She has manipulated them, used them, played her own game. She purposely slept with Nicholas and got pregnant with Ace in order to break up Ava's marriage. So, yeah, I guess you're right. She is trying to do that. Oh, it was sad. Spencer becoming an evil villain. I think I'm not against it. I'm not against it. But I completely understand where Spencer and Ava are coming from. But on the flip side of that, I was just thinking about how many people, because Ava has rehabilitated herself. A lot of us was like, I loved Ava regardless. But there was a lot of folks who really hated Ava who have come around to Team Ava over the years because of her growth. So, I think that she would be open to Esme's turnaround, but she's also like, girl, you could switch up at any time. We've seen it before. So she got to be in that position. I did enjoy the scenes with Austin and Esme. For a second there, when they were looking at each other, I just remembered how Franco is Esme's brother. And I was like, y'all ain't about to do some bull crap where it's like, oh, you look just like my brother. And I'm like, no one else sees Franco in Austin, so that can't be it. And she recognized him because he was there when she gave birth to Ace. So I was like, oh, okay. But for a second there, I was like, I know you're not about to say that he looks like Franco. No one else says he looks like Franco. And I don't think even when Cameron was talking about her brother Franco that she saw a picture of him. So, but for a second there, I was like, what? Yes, yeah. Esme could have been faking this whole time, but just waiting for people to fall for it. The only reason I'm buying into Esme's memory loss is because typically when Esme was being all like, "Oh, I'm innocent" to people, we the viewers saw when they were gone her turn back into her evil self. So until they reveal that side to viewers, I'm inclined to believe that she really is not the person that she was when she did those things because she can't remember it. But until that side comes back for us viewers to see, I'm led to believe that she really doesn't remember. But she could be faking, but I need to see it. I need to see it. You said Esme has her memory back. What leads you if you're like not believing Esme, tell me what is leading you to have disbelief in Esme? I'm not saying that she's a changed person. Definitely not. Because, Spencer was saying, oh, you're still there underneath it all. I'm still not, I'm just like, I'm still not seeing it. The fact that she's putting this child first and the fact that she wants to get a job and work instead of make y'all pay for it, to me, it seems as though she's really about this kid and understanding the fact that, you know, I'm not going to let y'all take my baby from me. Hey. So right now I'm just not seeing that she has her memory back, but I'm not going to say that her personality and her characteristics aren't there. Which brings the question, is it her memories that we're concerned about, or is it the character of who she is? Yes, she didn't know Heather was her mother, right? Somebody had to tell her. But at the end of the day, it's not so much a person's memories because, memories, it's about the character of who that person is. And do you think that even with or without her memories, that the character of who she is will come out? That's what I'm wondering because you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? But I guess the experiences of life make you who you are. So that's really complicated when you think about it. Oh, so Deshan said when Ryan told Ava about him and Esme breaking up her marriage, Esme got her memory back then. He does have that power. He does have that power. So I guess we're just gonna have to keep a close eye on Esme. Lose your whole memory and you never and yeah. I really don't want them to take Esme baby from her. Sorry, and Spencer getting involved with Victor is really bad. Yeah, I don't. She's still selfish in some ways. I want her to keep the baby as so long as she's genuine, like about the baby. I'm just as a parent. I don't think taking a child away from a parent. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not, especially in this instance. I know Spencer means well, but he's being too much of a Cassadine, and it's in his blood, but he's just being too much of it. And again, that growth that he made when he was stripped of his money and his entitlement, and he had to work a regular job and earn his keep, it's kind of gone backwards for Spencer. He's being spiteful. Again, he has hard experience behind it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I have to think about it in his shoes. And if I was dealing with Esme and I went through what I went through with Esme, I don't believe I would be as trusting either. But again, he has to learn how. I don't want him lying, but some things you got to put others before yourself. And if he truly loves his brother, he's going to have to put his brother first and at least recognize that it's going to be important to his brother to know who his mother is. Okay? Because just like Spencer, I'm sure Spencer would have loved to have known Courtney, regardless of who Courtney would have been. And Courtney was a good person, but he's just going to have to learn what that means in putting others first, despite your pain and what your experience has been with someone. You can't change who his mother is. You just can't. And he'll learn that. He's still so young. What are these kids in their 20s? He's still so young, Spencer. He's got a lot of maturity to level him out, if you think about it. Fighting over the baby be funny if it comes out that Nicholas not the baby's father. Yeah, they really. When are they gonna establish a DNA test? I need a DNA test. We all need a DNA test. Same way Michael did with Avery in the beginning. People have reason not to trust her and not trust her with a child, especially if she gets her memories back. She will take that. And not only that, Angel, you right, because didn't she try to sneak out with the baby and take off when Cameron showed up? She sure did, even after Laura decided to give her trust. So you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. She wants to do the best for her baby, but she's still, like someone said, she's still selfish. Because running off with that baby and taking the baby away from family who cares and loves that baby, that is not putting the baby first. That's not. Ever since she slipped back and forth, she in the corner, she shows her true self in memories or no memories. Esme will come back full force if you try to take her baby from her. I know if someone tried to take my child away from me, it's a problem. Right. Just wait till Laura and Spencer find out what Ava's been keeping from them. Whoo! Spencer's going to the dark side. She's not innocent. No, she is not innocent. And if it were me, I have to be honest. I would still want her to pay for what she did, whether she has memories or not. That is still the person. That is still the vessel in which those crimes were committed. And regardless of memory or not, you need to pay for them. At least even the person who doesn't have the memory. So the person who doesn't have those memories won't do that again. You know what I mean? I still believe, that she should go to jail because of what she did to Jocelyn and Cameron and to Trina, regardless of her memories. I understand why they decided not to drop the charges because the law is crazy and how courts work, and they could have played that whole mother memory loss type crap. But I firmly believe she needs to pay for what she did. She's literally getting away with all of it, and it is not fair. It is not. That is not. No, that is not fair. Excuse me, she put these people's sexual encounter online, and then she drugged Trina to try to break up some friendships. She needs to pay for that. I don't care. She really does. And her being distrusted by people ain't enough, in my opinion. It's just not enough. Yeah. She's just using that baby. You think so? I don't about the racist comment. All I will say is I feel like the show has come a long way as far as black cast members. And, but I'll leave it there. Um but yeah, I'm not really sure what'll happen between Spencer and Esme. We just gonna have to keep watching. I'm waiting for it to be revealed that she got her memories back. I believe that she will get them back at some point. But I think that if she hasn't already, or it'll be revealed to us that she got it back, you know. But I think it's gonna be when people start to trust her, and then she's gonna remember. And one of two things are going to happen. She's going to be that Esme, or she's going to be afraid to tell people that she got her memory back because she don't want to face the consequences of what she done when, before she lost her memory, you know. and that still would show that she hasn't grown because she's being selfish. So I believe she, regardless if she doesn't have it now, it'll be revealed at some point that she got her memories back. You know what I mean? I hate Ava trying to push Nina into turning and Carly into the police. So do I. I I don't necessarily hate it, but I'm like, girl, you are not that woman's friend. You being messy as hell. Like this woman is trying to have a relationship with her daughter, and you're telling her to do the very thing that will push her daughter away. But you don't want to be the one to do it. No, I don't want to be the one to do it because of where me and how far me and Carly have come. But I'll let you do it. You go ahead and do it, Nina, so I don't have to get my hands dirty. Girl, that woman ain't your friend. She ain't your friend. Oh, we was talking about that. I promise you. I thought Rob was having Esme followed. Ava is still rotten at times. Oh yes, Ava is still Ava. Even though a lot of characters have come a long way, they still who they are. Well, hey, Gwen, you ain't lying. Elizabeth didn't pay for her crime of keeping a pregnant woman captive in a castle with a man. And Alexis, you right. You right. I mean, hey, if she can get off of it, I'm just I'm just still upset. Like, especially where Trina is concerned. I really hated that they had drugged her like that and she got away with it. I really hate that. But I think I said this that I wasn't surprised and that I didn't think that Esme was going to suffer jail time because she's integral to the stories that are going on right now. So her ending up getting released did not surprise me. Did not surprise me at all. However, let's move forward from that because we could say so much about Spencer and Esme and the baby. Cameron had an additional going away party. Carly going to find out Ava slept no good. If I'm Ava, I'll be like, girl, you took my baby out of my stomach. I'm just using you. But what was I gonna say? Cameron had an additional going away party, and it was very nice, of course. A lot of people joked that all of Elizabeth's kids were pulled out of the attic for this one. And it was very nice to see them. And I thought it was sweet. It's really great that I know that they recasted Jake at least once, but that so far they've kept the same Jake. I like him. Aiden has definitely been, sorest, as they would say, if I'm saying that correctly. But it was really great to see all the Weber boys together. I just want to say, I know we all made jokes about Elizabeth and all her baby daddies and her climbing, 15 flights of stairs to get up to Jason. But I will say that I appreciate that this woman gave birth to each and every one of those kids, and she continued to work and raise each and every one of those kids and not had a consistent man present to make sure that those boys were raised to have manners. Audrey did a great job. I know they don't really mention her grandmother, but we all talk about how the kids are over there with Audrey all the time. But it was just a beautiful thing to see. Not all the baby daddies, but it was just beautiful to see all three of the boys together grown up. Because again, we all talk our mess about Elizabeth, but I'm thinking about doing GH reaction videos because Lucky didn't help her. That is the same Aiden. He just grew off camera, right? But it was just great to see all of the boys, and I just have to say that kudos to Elizabeth for having those kids, for having them, for raising them. They seem like good boys. They love each other, tight brothers and stuff like that. I guess it's best that they grew off screen because if they would have grown up on screen, it would have been a whole bunch of issues. I don't know. But I just liked it. I really liked it. Violet is growing up right before our eyes. Oh my goodness, kind of like Emma and the rest of them. So I like that too. There was a time I thought Cameron will never grow up. Now he going to Stanford, right? Because right, wasn't there a time where they had the same young actor playing Cameron? And we was like, boy, it seems like you've been the same age for 5 years. I don't know. It was just, is Audrey still alive? I don't know. They've never addressed that. And I would have to look that up to see if the actress who played Audrey is still alive. I haven't heard about her being dead, so I assume that she is still alive because if she wasn't, I feel as though that would be big news within the soap opera community. You know what I mean? But again, I really enjoyed I think it was really great to see all three of the boys together. And she hung in there with her children. I was glad to see Emma. Yeah, me too. So again, Elizabeth is messy. She can be a mess sometimes, but she has been a good mother to her children. And I just looked around at her home and I'm like, look at what she's been able to, whatever, what she's been working hard to provide for her children. And bravo, Elizabeth. Bravo. Bravo. Great job, great job. You raised some good boys that ain't in trouble with the law or doing, I just, it touched my heart. I really enjoy seeing them celebrate Cameron. And Cameron, of course, mentioned his mother and how he wants his mother to be looked after to Finn. And him feeling like he couldn't leave because, his mom needs him, his brothers. She has some great kids. She really does. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't know what else to say about that. Ooh, let's talk about that. Nina, Willow, and Carly. I did see the previews for the next episode thanks to their General Hospital Facebook page. So, someone asked, what are your favorite moments of the soap? So, sound off in the comment section. Maybe now they will start showing Jake and Aiden. Maybe. They did show them for a while when they had individual stories going on. So I will say that at least the kids have been on at particular times and we've seen them through those stories grow up. Especially Aiden's story about him being picked on when he wanted to cook and people making it seem like he was gay just because he wanted to cook. That was totally unfair. And I'm glad that they didn't identify his sexuality at that young age. I know a lot of people are doing it nowadays, but I'm glad that they didn't force him at that age to be like, I'm gay just because I like to cook. Excuse me? Anybody can like to cook. Do y'all remember that? I'm just glad that they didn't put like a definite on it. You know what I'm saying? Because let him grow, let him figure out who he wants to be. He can cook and be a man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. So we've seen these kids through a lot of storylines, if you think about it, especially Jake. Jake more than any of the kids because of Elizabeth's relationship with Jason. So Nina, Willow, and Carly. Yeah. So Carly showed up at the house at the lake house or the gatehouse, and but don't understand motherhood. She don't love Willow and has no idea. What I will say is that I did enjoy these scenes because Nina is trying. I agree with you in the fact that what Willow said, she loves the idea of a daughter, but she doesn't yet love me. But I believe that Nina definitely has the capacity to love Willow for who she is. She just needs to get to know her. Does that negate everything that Nina has ever done to hurt Willow? Absolutely not. You want to be all in for them? Mm-hmm. Yes, to your 13-year-old loving to cook. Somebody said they thought that Emma and someone said they thought that Emma and Cameron would be able to fly back to California together. That would have been a nice exit. You know what I'm saying? What I was meaning to say is that um, I agree with you, but I appreciate that Nina, even though Willow is not open to it, she's looking for ways to show up. And she showed up to see Willow by dropping off a care package for her because she's trying to show that she cares. And again, that's her child. No matter what, you do what you got to do, Nina. Okay? Don't you stay away because if you stay away, you're going to don't stay away. Keep trying. Keep trying. Keep pushing for that relationship if you really want it with her. You know what I'm saying? Don't get married because you're lazy. So Carly, of course, came in as Willow was having a little scare, and she was like, what happened? Lisa loved Willow for real. Yes, but that's gonna come in time, and that can only come if Nina is given the opportunity to get to know Willow. So it's up to Nina to do the hard work at this point, and her showing up with the care package. Well, Willow is holding on to what Nina did before she needs to be. Yeah. So if Nina keeps showing up, Nina's gonna get that opportunity. Just like today. Today was an opportunity. She was able to be there for Willow in that moment. Carly showed up, and Carly tried to dismiss Nina immediately. And I was very Carly was over the top towards Nina today. Yeah. I was very happy that Willow didn't just tell. Gwen, you're right. I'm just glad that Willow didn't be like, oh yeah, go with Carly and just kick her mother out. Comes full circle. And I was happy about that. I was like, yeah, because Nina, you're right. This is up to Willow. It's not up to Carly to dictate how Willow should be doing it and stuff like that. And I can wait up for them and stuff like that and let you know, and I can escort Nina out. No, Willow, no, that's up to Willow. So I'm glad. So there are certain instances where I'm glad that Nina is sticking up for herself and not just being pushed around. That's a reason why she's really good against Carly. And I feel like her that in eventually, just like Carly and Ava forged an understanding, I believe that Nina and Carly will forge an understanding. These two women share grandchildren. They're going to have to interact with each other. Donna is already very much attached to Nina, and I know it sucks because of how things. Yeah, back off a little. And I know it sucks because of how Nina did Carly. None of you women are excused for your actions, but y'all gonna have to get over it in order to move forward. It's just gonna have to be that. They're too afraid to make Carly a villain. Um, so I do like that Willow didn't send them away, and also I love Carly. I understand why she feels the way she does, but she needs to back up and let Nina try and form a bond with her daughter. Absolutely, Judy, absolutely, and especially Carly because she needs to stop and remember when she hated Bobby. Carly came to town because she was so upset with Bobby for giving her away that she just and jealous and all these things that Bobby became, that she wanted to come between Bobby and her husband and destroy her family and her home. But look at Carly and Bobby all these years later. Look at them. So she does need to back off. However, Willow just decided to excuse herself, and it gave those two women time. Nina is right. Y'all need to put this aside. I don't know if the right thing to do next was to mention Donna. However, it did bring up the Sunny part of the conversation. And maybe Carly, look, I'm just going to say this. Carly may be over talking at the moment because we don't know what Nina is able to handle. Right now, it may seem overwhelming, but Carly eventually, Carly was, I'm just saying, you just don't know what Nina can handle. And I'm glad that she didn't just divulge everything about her relationship with Sunny to Carly, even with how it started. I just appreciate her strength and standing her ground. Carly is right. Sunny needs somebody that can handle all of it. And you're not in Nixon Falls anymore. And Nina realizes that. We've heard her speak about it in conversations with Phyllis. So Nina is well aware. But again, she's not going to share this with Carly. And she shouldn't. Okay? Because Carly's like, ooh, it looks like it's falling apart already. So, you know, we're just going to have to see with Nina. She hasn't completely pulled out of her relationship with Sunny. A lot of us right now are like, girl, you can't handle it. But we don't know how long these two are going to last. We just don't. We could be thoroughly surprised. So I am interested in seeing where this goes and if Nina can stand her ground on this, and or if she's going to prove Carly right and bail, because Carly is right. There are many women who thought that they could handle step back. Nina will mess up her relationship with Willow. Yeah. Yeah, she will, won't she? She does need to understand that. And the thing is that she's on the road to understanding it because she acknowledged it when she was talking with Phyllis. So at least Nina isn't living in some la la land. She's well aware of the differences. Now the question is, can you handle it? Can you rock through it? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Freddie, you're right. This moment with Willow has prepared Nina to do whatever it takes to show up and be a mom to her daughter. It's prepared her. It sure has. So we'll just have to see what continues to happen between Carly and Nina. Again, I see these two women becoming a force to be reckoned with. We've seen plenty of people be enemies, and then they be maintaining friendships. Like I think 2 weeks ago, when Carly learned what Elizabeth had done in holding Esme, and Carly was like, "Girl, I would have done the same thing." And she was like, "The next time, call me, okay? Just do that. I know we don't get along and everything, but call me and I'll talk you through it if I can." So a lot of relationships on the show evolve. I don't know if they'll like be eating brownies and sipping tea together, but their relationship's gonna have to evolve because they share grandchildren. They share a man with whom Carly has several children with. So we're just gonna have to see. You said Nina can't handle Sunny's business. I'll give it a year. Sunny and Nina will break up. All right, we'll see what happens a year from now in March of 2024. If Nina and Sunny are still together. Sunny was going to be alone then because Maurice said he doesn't want the Carly Sunny thing anymore. And I don't want it either. I think it's enough. For me, Sunny and Carly is enough. And I appreciate the growth that Carly has achieved because of the Sunny breakup. I appreciate that she put herself first and that she didn't just deal with Sunny's crap because he gave her some crap when he came back. It's really unfortunate what happened, but he did give her some crap when he came back. He really did. He wasn't honest with her. He wasn't. So that's all I can remember about the episodes over the last 2 days, unless there's something that I didn't touch on, but I believe I touched on everything. Yeah, it really is hard to see that, to unsee that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But thank you all so much for joining me on tonight's live stream. It was great talking about the show with you. And I hope you all have a great weekend. Layla, if you get my video taken down because you're playing copyrighted content, I'm going to be sad. I love you.
I love you.
Wait, put it on pause because
Stop!
no, wait a second, because you're playing that content. If they hear that in my live stream, they're gonna say that I committed copyright infringement. So you're just playing that over and over. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Love you so much, and I will be back on Monday. But take care, be safe. Bye.
I'm gonna watch my tablet.